I think this vehicle needs no introduction. We've done enough publicity about this vehicle for a while now. This is the 2015 Ford F-150 EcoBoost. This is the 3.5 EcoBoost. It's not the 2.7. Platinum edition with the FX4 packaging with it. As you can tell, this is a completely different machine than before. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Toyota. You can't get past a machine like this. Let me go back here to the rear tailgate. It's 19 degrees out here, so I'm going to try to make my time outside of the truck as short as possible. Let me unlock the vehicle real quick. I'll get to the insides in just a second. Easy down tailgate. You don't have to touch it. It just brings itself down. Also, like that. Pops your new foot pad loose. As you can tell, they've changed this entire structure out. Still has the same weight bearing capabilities. They just wanted to broaden out this foot spot right here to make it a little bit easier to get into the truck. This is actually a lot simpler than the old system. Doesn't require nearly the effort to pull it out and put it back in as the old truck did. Take a look at the top of this one. This one actually has a dual sunroof on it. Power rear glass. Get in here, take a couple tight shots of some of the new mounting points in here. And these are the new lights that come with the bed. Okay, get out of here real quick. Like I said, it's 19 degrees out here, so it is frigid. Okay, the new 1-point, 2-point system. Hit that, and you can just slide the bar down with your hand. I'm trying to do this in a single shot with one hand, and it's kind of weird. Okay, there's the second shot of it. Pull this back up and slide it back in. Now the tailgate is actually a lot easier to bring up than the predecessor due to the aluminum that they used for the truck. These are 20-inch rims that come on this particular vehicle. It's 275/55 R20s. It's a great mean looking tread design that they put on there with it. Let's take a look at the back seat real quick. As you can tell, the cab space is well preserved. Ford has really outdone itself. I want to point out something with this new 2015. These are the inflatable safety belts. Basically, if you're in an accident, these things will inflate, and will inflate to 5 times its size, which basically distributes the force of the sudden halt or rolling action or whatever happens. It basically distributes it out 5 times over the space. So basically 5 seatbelt links. Let's take a real quick look underneath the hood of this. And this is a little bit different. This is going more towards what the Super Duty has. A solid hood, and the grille stays in place. Again, this is the 3.5 EcoBoost, so you're getting a good shot through there. I mean, they've done so much to this truck that for me to even attempt to do this on such short notice with all the changes in design, it's going to be hard for me to really get into all the changes that have come with this. But I wanted to give you, the viewer, a chance to actually take a look at it. Okay, so we're back inside the Platinum FX4 F-150. Wanted to point out some of the new interior feature changes. As you can tell, this is a slanted design here. If you've watched any of the Ford preview demo videos that they put out, Ford really went through a lot of effort to make sure that there's no glare issues, to make sure that the customer feels at home inside the vehicle, and that the design is ergonomically suitable to the customer. With this particular vehicle, one of the biggest changes is going to be right here. There was the 4.2 inch display that was in here. That's been changed out by an 8.1. Now, the cool thing about this is most of the stuff is still the same as far as what you have access to, but on the other side of it, it gives you some new features and a bigger screen to work with. Let me show you a couple of other things. I know there were some customers that didn't really like the old tap and go blinker system, and so Ford has come up with a different solution to that. There is a new, you can tap it and it'll do the 3 blinks, but you can also push it all the way down and it stays down, and that gives you kind of the comfort of some of the older vehicles, but it also gives you the play of being able to switch lanes very easily. Another change, ta-da, touch start. That is one of the other humongous changes with this design of the F-150. As you can tell, this one has 4-wheel drive. This is also, if I'm not mistaken, the very first F-150 to come with the 4-wheel all-wheel drive, instead of just the 4 high and 4 low. That is perfect for snowy, icy weather. So whenever you don't need it, you don't have it on, but whenever you do need it, it's there for you. Same pretty much design on the My Touch system, so I'm not going to hit on that very hard. But the control system here is so much nicer than its predecessor. I mean, you really don't have to go very far into this to really see how much effort they've put into making this a much more ergonomically feeling vehicle. Trailer brake control, it's always been there, it's always going to be there for you. The new shifter design, and my favorite part of this, you have both a 110 and a charger port outlet right here. I think that's one of the best moves Ford has made for the front passengers of the vehicle in a very long while. As you can tell, they've made a couple of changes over here. Take a look at that. Okay, now I told you about the dual sunroof just a few minutes ago. Let me change my lighting setting real quick. Okay, it's not working for me. Okay, so what you're gonna do, if I can get my lighting set, yeah, right there. Okay, this is actually your back button, and this is your forward button for the double panel. So right there, you have a humongous view out of the top of the vehicle. Let me put that back up there. Close. And while I'm here and have the lighting set, here is the vent buttons for it. And up here is where your rear sliding glass is. And for all the cool guys that wear their sunglasses at night, here is your sunglasses holder. So that's pretty much the long and short as far as some of the new design changes that are on the vehicle. What I'm going to do now is actually take it out for a little bit of a drive and show you what it sounds like on the highway at speed. Now, one of the great things about this vehicle is the quietness of it. As you can tell, there's not a whole lot of road noise there. I'm just driving through downtown here, and some of the impressive features to me is that the brakes are extremely responsive, but they're not overbearing, kind of like with what you would get in a new car feel. Those overbearing brakes where it just kind of catapults you forward. The other side of that is that the vehicle feels very comfortable on potholes, going over bumps, things like that. This is actually the first time I've drove the vehicle, so what I'm sharing with you is just my firsthand thoughts about it. And with that being said, I'm a Ford enthusiast, so I do have a bit of a bent towards that, but I would say honestly how I feel about the Chevy or the Dodge or anything like that. And I think this is the new level that automakers are going to have to come to, because Ford has set the bar so high on this thing now that there really is no comparison in the half-ton market. I've drove the new 15 Toyota Tundra. I've drove the new Tacomas. I've drove the new Chevys. The only one I haven't drove actually is the new Dodge. But from what I'm hearing from people, that's not really going to be relevant to this whole conversation. Okay, so here we go. We're about to get on to the highway and see just how strong this thing really takes off. I'm going to let these vehicles in front of me get a little ways ahead before I really get on power. Okay. So just had a little bit of wheel spin, but that's because I got on it really hard. The vehicle is sitting here at 70 and it feels phenomenal. 65 now. Let's go back up to 70. I mean, it just feels phenomenal in here. You have so much control on the vehicle. There really is no complaint about the vehicle. It's quiet, handles well in traffic, gets on power. It does have the bliss system, so the vehicles that were in front of me are just now clear. Let me get over. So yeah, that's the 2015 F-150. I want to thank you guys for watching, and please come to James Hodge Ford. We've got 4 of these bad boys left, and we'd be more than happy to sell it to you. Thank you very much.